All right, let's be real. For the longest time, I thought gratitude journaling was just some Instagram fluff for people who own way too many scented candles. Just a trendy thing to post about. But then I heard this wild claim. A simple thank you practice could actually lower your resting heart rate. Honestly, it sounded like total clickbait, but the cynical little voice in my head was, well, it was curious. So I decided to give it a shot. I committed to practicing gratitude for 30 days, just to see what would happen. Let's rewind a bit so you can see the full picture. My before state was pretty rough. I was surviving on maybe 4 hours of broken sleep a night and mainlining cold brew coffee just to feel like a functional human being. My nervous system felt like a permanently frayed wire, constantly on edge. I was so convinced this whole gratitude experiment would be a massive failure that I was literally getting ready to film a video mocking it. But by day 30, something incredible happened. I went for a checkup, and my doctor actually had to double-check my vitals because he genuinely didn't believe the numbers on the screen. This wasn't just some fleeting mood boost. It was a measurable physical shift happening inside my body. So, what were the rules of this challenge? They were ridiculously simple, which is probably why I even agreed to try it. Every single night, before bed, I had to write down 3 specific things that I was glad happened that day. And the key word here is specific. No generic stuff like, I'm grateful for my family, or I'm grateful for oxygen. The real power was in the details. I'm talking things like, my neighbor actually held the elevator door for me today instead of letting it close. Or the barista at the coffee shop drew a tiny, adorable cat in my latte foam. It took maybe 5 minutes, just a pen and a piece of paper. That was the entire commitment. The first day felt like I was being forced to do homework. I was rolling my eyes, just trying to get it over with. I almost quit on day 3 thinking, this is so pointless. But then, a subtle change started to happen. I found myself unconsciously hunting for good things throughout my day, almost like a scavenger hunt for positivity. By day 7, I noticed something on my fitness tracker. My average heart rate while working had already dipped from 78 beats per minute down to 71. That was a week in. By day 15, I clocked a full 8 hours of continuous, uninterrupted sleep for the first time since I was in college. The final numbers at the end of the 30 days were staggering. My resting heart rate dropped a total of 19 beats per minute. My average nightly sleep went up by a solid 64 minutes. The data was undeniable. My entire physiology was transforming. But honestly, the biggest change wasn't something you could see on a chart or a graph. It was what happened inside my head. Bad days still happened, don't get me wrong. Life threw some serious punches at me during week 2 of this experiment. But the difference was how I handled it. Instead of spiraling and brooding all night long, I found I could recover from the stress by dinner time. The negativity just didn't stick to me in the same way. And here's the weirdest part. This gratitude thing is contagious. I started thanking people out loud more and really meaning it. I even sent a random text to my sister thanking her for something she did for me years ago, and it completely made her day. I felt lighter. My baseline emotional state shifted from mildly annoyed at everything to quietly okay with the world. 30 days ago, I thought gratitude was just emotional glitter. Pretty, but ultimately useless. It turns out it's more like gravity, an invisible, powerful force that keeps your world spinning a whole lot smoother. I didn't magically become a perpetually happy unicorn, but my heart is calmer, and my nights are deeper. And that life upgrade cost me exactly $0 and only 5 minutes a night. So here's my challenge to you. Just try it. Start tonight. Find one small, specific thing. Maybe it's the warmth of the socks you're wearing, or the simple fact that your Wi-Fi is working perfectly. Write it down. If you're in on this challenge, drop the first thing you'd write in the comments below. Let's see what happens together. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this or you're curious about the journey, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you do not miss what's next. See ya.